My iOptron Gem 26 looked balanced until I put it into the vertical position. Suddenly, the RA axis would swing left or right, which I believe is affecting my guiding. Several DIY attempts later, I finally cracked the code on mount balance, and it's not what you think. Perfect balance when horizontal, but as soon as I move the mount, it would swing. If you've ever had your mount drift like this, you know how many subs it can ruin. It can be quite frustrating. You can spend a long time trying to balance your rig and not succeed. And this might throw out your guiding depending on the mount you're using. I'm not sure exactly of the level of the effect that it's had, but I will look into that as the video progresses. So anyway, I hit the forums and it turns out this is a classic Gem 26 headache. The best advice, add a bar with a counterweight to the main counterweight bar. So I built one from hardware store parts. And let me show you roughly what it looks like. This is what I've actually come up with. Actually here I managed, you see, I've got all these weights and I attach them to the bar. And this is connected to the bar here. And it did work. It did appear to work. With the new bar attached, RA stayed put no matter the angle. I thought I'd nailed it. But then I checked my deck balance and I discovered that that was completely out. So again, the declination balance only stayed in one position when it was horizontal. So the same thing. So then what I did is I built a counterweight system to attach directly to the Dovetail, hoping to balance declination without touching the RA bar. The cost of this was about $15 and some creativity. And here's the fix on my telescope. This balanced the declination perfectly. But then when I went to the RA again, it was once again completely off. So fixing one axis kept breaking the other. I was literally chasing my tail. And this is where I made a very interesting discovery. I removed that ugly RA bar extension. With just the Dovetail counterweight, I could finally balance both axes just by moving and adding another counterweight, I believe it was 1 kilogram, to the original bar. Here's why this worked. Correcting the deck balance shifts your whole imaging train's center of gravity, which changes the RA balance point. These axes are totally interconnected. That's something I didn't realize before. So here's the actual process I followed. I made and attached a Dovetail counterweight for the declination, and then I moved and added counterweights on the RA bar. This meant no more extensions were necessary, just smart placement, and everything was working. You can build this for under $25 with basic tools. I'll show you everything you need and the fastest way to get perfect balance. No expensive upgrades required. Now here's the real test, my guiding. Here's my PhD2 guiding data before and after I made the changes. RA and DEC RMS both improved, and my stars are so much sharper and so much rounder than they were before. It's made quite a difference actually. The total investment I made in this, about $25, a few hours, and a lot of trial and error. Way cheaper than commercial fixes or a new mount, and you actually learn what's happening with your setup. The RA and declination balance are a team sport. Fix one and you fix both. But I have learned also that it's best to start with a declination balance first. And that may actually save you creating, as I did, a fix for the RA. You may find that that's also accomplished with fixing the deck. What wild balance problems have you faced in your time in astrophotography? I really wonder if you've had similar problems and how you went about solving it. Drop your mount model and DIY fixes in the comments. I'd love to see what you say. And I do read every one and might even feature some of these in a story in a future video. So I've told you what I've done, and I fixed my imbalances in my telescope. I built my fixes and I discovered what worked and what didn't work. Now, what results did I get? I told you that my stars look better and that my guiding looks better, but the proof is in the pudding, isn't it? So I got some wonderful shots. I haven't yet processed them though, and I'm going to process them and reveal them in the next video. So I'll be taking images of the Elephant Trunk Nebula using my 135 millimeter Samyang lens attached to my ZWO ASI 533 MC Pro camera, and using my new setup and using the new balanced mount, I'm going to see just what difference it makes when I stack my images. And those are coming in the next video, so stick around for that one and see you in the next one.